he's one of the guys, Oliver, and this is what's so important, that actually is sort of accused of pedophilia, which is funny because it's not really what it is. He's actually, because I know the age consent in the UK is 16, and I want to be crystal clear for legal purposes. We're talking about him perhaps preying on some of older minors, or way we define them as minors in the US. But it's interesting because as we track the Epstein stuff obsessively in America, it's very rare anyone is getting accused of being pedophiles. We even round up a single pedophile, as far as I can tell, as we're having this conversation from all the latest drops, which is kind of surprising even to me, who runs skeptical about everything the government releases. But he's one of the guys who actually is accused of preying on the women. What do we know, or is being alleged?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, actually, because in terms, again, going back to what we can talk about and can't talk about, something that's been in the air for a very long time, going back to the last decade, following that, those photographs that were taken of Epstein and Prince Andrew together in New York in 2010, was these allegations by a woman called Virginia Giuffre, that she had been sexually trafficked by Epstein to Prince Andrew for Prince Andrew to, use, rape, whatever word you want to use for that. And that, again, has never been proven in court. Now, obviously, he hasn't been arrested on anything to do with that. The arrests are over misuse of public office, over the corruption allegations. But now the police have his computers, can, I presume, go through his files, figure out what exactly has been going on. Yeah, anything's possible at this stage. But the Virginia Giuffre thing it's been in the air a long time, and there have been claims and claims, and nothing has ever been proven. But that, we believe, is the reason that the king cut Prince Andrew out of the royal family progressively, and his mother before him, for that matter, progressively over the past 5 or so years, to the sort of the final conclusion of that last year, where he lost his actual royal title. He ceased to be a prince at all and became plain old Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, surnames of his grandfathers. I think the royal family have been pretty proactive in this, getting well ahead of it. And I don't think there's any indication that they knew that this specifically was coming. Like I say, they didn't know this arrest was coming. I don't think there's any indication that they knew there'd been malpractice in public office before those emails came out. I think that quite possibly was a surprise to everyone. But like I say, there's been these claims, these rumors swirling for a long time. And just to go back to what you were saying about the child sex abuse angle, in terms of British law, I don't think there's any suggestion that there's been any sex abuse of children, but that the person that allegedly he had sex with had been trafficked for the purpose of. So that's the problem.